So I've just got my hands on the Maxwell gaming headset from audio brand Audeze, and I have got to say that if this is what happens when a gaming headset starts drifting over into that high-end headphone market, then I am all for it. I mean, right off the bat, I've got to say that this set of headphones sounds absolutely fantastic. And yes, while it is being echoed all over YouTube right now because these are unfortunately not very new in the market, I thought I wanted to chime in with my thoughts as well, even though, to be honest with you, they're not really going to be any different from what's already been said already. But let's get into it. So to give you some context, if you haven't heard already or seen any videos for that matter, the Audeze Maxwell uses 90mm planar magnetic drivers inside of a closed back gunmetal grey shell, and the headset sounds absolutely superb. Being closed back, however, means that sound spillage is kept to a minimum, which is good, but strangely, Audeze have managed to really control the soundstage here to keep a super wide soundstage when gaming. Now, it's not quite positional audio that some virtual 7.1 headsets can produce, although albeit not very good anyway, but it certainly does help when running around a map of Overwatch, listening out for Reapers and Sombras sneaking up behind you.
No! See ya, Hanzo! That's so good.
Fucked him up pretty good.
I literally had a... I shouldn't have done it really. I had a beeline for that healer. I should have peeled off. But the Mercy was doing... Yeah, the Mercy's doing bits. She's already done 1400 heals. I can hear someone else. She's there. I was like, I can hear someone.
What I will mention as well is that if these are used with an Xbox, or there's an Xbox version, it does open you up to being able to use Dolby Atmos. And if you're on a PlayStation, you will get to use the Tempest 3D audio codecs. Now, do bear in mind, though, that there are two different versions of this headset, which you can see on the Audeze website, and the link is down below for that.
Welcome to a game of Vermintide 2. This is a long time that I've been on this game. To be honest with you, I have not played this game to test out a gaming headset or a microphone for a very long time. And I just wanted to jump in to give you a demonstration on what the Audeze Maxwell microphone is going to sound like if you are going to be using it for some kind of, you know, content creation or game live streaming, that kind of thing.
So the sound here is aided by the use of software that can be installed on your PC. Now, I am unsure on whether this can be transferred over to your console. I don't know if you save your settings to the headphones themselves, and I can't test this because, well, I don't have any consoles here at the moment. I don't own a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series S or X or anything like that, but you can still cycle through preset EQs and also your noise suppression levels on the microphone with physical controls on the headset anyway. Diving into the Audeze HQ, your Maxwell Mix amp gives you the chance to turn on sidetone for your voice, which is essentially a monitor on what the microphone is picking up. Underneath this, you do have your mix. Now, this is where your sound options or your sound output options come into play that are installed on your PC when you install the Audeze HQ software. The first is called Game, which is essentially your overall output to the headphones. The second output is called Chat, which can be synced to things like your Discord audio output, and the third is called Microphone, which is your audio input for your microphone, which again can be used with Discord or similar software. These sound options directly correlate to the mix option that you can see on page 1 of the HQ, where you can then decide on how much of each output you would like to hear in your headphones. At the moment, I have it set to 50-50 between game and chat, but if you need more game sound, then you can rotate the wheel on the ear cup on the fly to achieve this, or of course change it in the software. You also have got the option to change the preset EQ and also add some of your own custom EQ settings to the app and include them in your rotation. And again, these can be cycled through on the fly using the wheel control on the left ear cup rather than going into the software each time to change it. The device info screen is useful in seeing the logs for the software in case of an issue, and there is a guide on what all of the buttons and switches do on the left ear cup. And finally, the settings menu gives you an auto shutdown timer to save battery, and you can also change the volume of the voice prompts that you hear when specific features are activated, like Bluetooth for example. And usefully, there is a volume limiter on here as well, because these headphones can get a little loud, and you may need to control the audio based on how sensitive your ears are. Connectivity wise, you can use either Bluetooth 5.3 for that extended range, a USB Type-C 2.4 GHz dongle, of which one is supplied in the box along with a USB Type-A adapter, and also a cabled connection via, again, USB Type-C. You can also, if you wanted to, use two different connections at the same time. Say if you're using Bluetooth 5.3 to connect these headphones to your mobile, and then 2.4 gigahertz to connect it to your PC to game on. But I will say now that the headphones will always prioritize your Bluetooth connection for phone calls and things like that, and then mute the 2.4 gigahertz connection if it recognizes a Bluetooth connection, rather than simultaneously accepting both signals from each device. Not really a huge deal breaker for me at this point, but one I thought I should point out just in case it's something that affects you. All of the controls are based on the left ear cup, which makes it very easy to control the various options that you have available to you on the fly. So if we start from the back to front, the first control that you have is for the main volume of the Maxwell headphones themselves, while the second wheel is for your mix between chat and gaming, which we've spoken about already. Next up is a 3.5mm input to plug into your desktop with a physical cable or even a mobile phone for music, and following on is a USB Type-C output for plugging these into a charger or a physical connection to a desktop or laptop, and finally is the port for your microphone, which has a straight lip on one side to make it easy to plug in. The last button is there to cycle through your noise suppression levels for the microphone to block out background noise. Just listen to this.
This is an example of the microphone with noise suppression set to low. This is an example of the microphone with its noise suppression set to high. And this is an example of the microphone with its noise suppression set to off.
On the face of the ear cup, you can find the power button, which needs holding down to turn the Maxwells on and off. And above this is your mute switch, which is quite stiff on mine here. And I'm not a huge fan of this switch, but I do understand why they've done it so it doesn't get hit accidentally. There is also a very large battery life as well for up to 80 hours of playback, which in my eyes is really quite astounding. And flipping them around, the ear cups feature some lovely soft foam, which protects your head from clamping force, and these are actually very comfortable to use for longer periods of time. The foam ear cups are also removable, so you can clean them or replace them if they get a bit rough around the edges, and there are third-party companies out there that do sell the foam ear pads for this set of headphones. And the suspension bridge across the crown offers a decent level of protection from, again, gravitational force from the headband and unwanted clamping. Now, I personally left this on the default second notch, but the band can be adjusted for different head sizes, and there are no physical movement on the headband at all, considering that these headphones weigh a whopping 490 grams. Now, in terms of microphone quality though, I do feel that there is a bit to be desired here, and also feel like the microphone has been a bit of an afterthought with Audeze, but not so much in a bad way, but just in a these headphones are expensive and have more of a focus on audio rather than the microphone kind of way. Now, it's really hard to describe. There's nothing really special here about the microphone and its voice quality. Just take a listen for yourself.
So this is what you can come to expect from the audio quality of the microphone on the Audeze Marshall gaming headset. As you can probably hear, it is pretty passable. It will certainly get you through a game if you're talking to people on party chat on PlayStation or Xbox or something like Discord, but I don't think the quality is quite there to get you through content creation or live streaming. I would opt for something a little bit higher quality for that, but that's not taking away from the fact that this headset is pretty good at reproducing audio. The audio quality is awesome. It's just, it feels like it's a decent set of headphones with a microphone tacked onto it, as opposed to an actual proper microphone that can be used for content creation or live streaming, that kind of thing.
Now, I'm not really sure about you, but yes, the Maxwells will get you through a Discord call with your friends while you're gaming, and the feedback that I've personally received from friends using this set of headphones or this gaming headset is that I sounded nice and clear, but these aren't really for content creation or live streaming. I would definitely look elsewhere for that. The microphone has a hypercardioid pickup pattern, and having it so close to your mouth, the microphone, I think, does a really good job with this proximity effect. It does come with a removable windshield for plosives, and it's on the end of a bendable arm. There are also two beamforming microphones on both earbuds, which again sound alright for taking calls when you're out and about, as you know, if you connect these to your phone over Bluetooth 5.3, but again, no live streaming or content creation here. And here is a quick example of what you can expect the microphones that are built into
the Audeze Maxwell headset sound like, because you've got a microphone in both the left and right hand side ear cups.
The microphones, I do feel, are more of a nice to have, like a tick box exercise, but as I said, that's not really necessarily a bad thing. The Audeze Maxwell gaming headset, though, despite what I feel like is a tacked on microphone, is still a superb piece of kit that produces some absolutely killer audio for your games. It's so immersive, it's unreal, and the frequencies are just so well controlled. The fact that the software is also so simple to use, the wireless connection between both PC and headphones was extremely seamless, and the battery life is really, really long. It does make the Maxwells, I think, a force to be reckoned with, and just to say it is quite expensive. Audeze have them listed at just under £320 on their website, but you know what? They are so worth it. Thank you very much for checking out my video for the Audeze Maxwell gaming headset. If you did enjoy this video, hit that like button, subscribe to keep up with our latest tech and gaming videos, and also let us know in the comments down below what you think about these headphones. Have you actually got one that you're using yourself, and what do you think of it? As I say, thanks very much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.